Hey folks, Crazy Clown Radio here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 13 in our 20 from 1992 series, and this game was created by Alpha Denshi and SNK for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet. This is a very cool run and gun game called Commando, and you can select from 3 different ninjas, and you can play 2-player simultaneous play, and you each have special moves. You each have a different couple of magic attacks. One that drains a little bit of your life meter, and one that you can execute after collecting 3 scrolls. This game is very cool. I remember seeing this in arcades. I didn't really play it back then that I remember, but upon rediscovering it, it really is quite cool. And here's a little bit of simultaneous play, 2-player simultaneous play. Note that this is kind of an overhead viewpoint of a run and gun game, and you can shoot an attack of like throwing stars or ninja daggers or flaming arrows, and that is executed with the press of the A button. With the B button, you can somersault out of danger to the left or right. And the characters are Joe Tiger, Ray R, and Ryu. Now when you use the dodge button, the B button, you can fire, but you will fire in the opposite direction of where you're somersaulting. Keep that in mind. It's kind of difficult to get used to, perhaps. And then the C button is the magic attack that takes off a little bit of your life bar. Don't forget you have that, because some of the boss fights, they have pretty high life meters. And you get a little bit of story in between the stages. And the game itself it's kind of long-ish. A little longer than you might think it would be. We're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll use the ninja Joe Tiger, and he's an American ninja. He's a U.S. descendant of the Koga Ryu ninja clan, and he throws kunai, which are ninja daggers. If you wail upon the attack button, you can have stronger attacks. They might be wider range shots. They might be bigger shots. Break everything that your attack can destroy, and you might get some food items to restore your health. Enemies can often drop coins, and the coins will just be a meager amount of points for now. But once you are able to complete a stage, and there's one of the scrolls. Again, when you collect 3, you'll be able to do it. You'll be invincible for a short while, and you'll have a really strong attack. And there's my life draining attack. Yeah, destroy rocks, shoot anything that will be destroyed, and collect what's released. As I was about to say, if you collect coins, once you are able to complete a whole stage, then you will be granted a nice bonus for all the coins you collected. Here is the first boss. There was my one of my special moves, and there was a couple of them. Utilize those special moves because you can use them as much as you want, and they are a joystick and button combination. Joe Tiger's special attacks are down, forward, and an A, charge down, and then up an A. And then there's another one, I cannot frickin' do it. There's a couple of the moves that just don't, they're too hard to pull off, and it's very frustrating. But those special moves, if you can do them, use them as much as you want. You won't lose life or get any kind of penalty for overusing them. There's some weird, goofy, or English dialogue in the cutscenes. There's definitely some differences between the characters in terms of how powerful their special moves or their magic or their weapon is. I like Joe Tiger. His charge back and then up an A special attack is very nice. It's very wide ranging. Definitely use those special attacks on the boss. You only get one life in this game. Once you die, you have to continue. And there's something that I really like in the bottom left. You'll see some dialogue. Some dialogue from your ninja. They often just say, "Ora!" or "Hiya!" or something. But sometimes they say actual English. Now this boss can be difficult, and this is 3 mummies. And note that we've gone back in time. There is a time machine that allows you to go back in time and follow this terrorist organization leader known as Spider. You go to ancient Egypt, you go through ancient China or Japan. You'll even face Oda Nobunaga in ancient Japan. Now, Rayar is a female British ninja, and Ryu is a descendant of Fuma from World Heroes, which is a game we'll get to later on in this series. Yeah, destroy anything you can and pick up what's left over. a lot of the enemies sound like they're throwing up when you kill them. Cracks me up. This is a fun game if you're a Neo Geo enthusiast. You definitely have to keep this game in mind. It's a very good title. The characters in the cutscene might look a little goofy, or the graphics might not be wonderful, and it is very frustrating, some of the moves that just do not want to work, or are just too complicated to pull off. But it is still well worth checking out. Definitely make use of those special attacks. Yeah, that one I like in particular. Like I said, it's a nice wide-ranging attack. There will be sub-bosses as well as main bosses at the end of stages. Now notice at the top center there is a boss life meter, and it's in digits, and it's starting to tick down as I use my attacks. And after beating the final boss of a stage, you will get the ability to pick up coins that are raining down and get bonuses for them. Now, sorry if the audio isn't synced properly, but yeah, we get some more backstory in the cutscenes. Yeah, we get to fight Nobunaga Oda, who was an actual historical figure in ancient Japan. Yeah, collect all those coins that you can. And again, collecting 3 scrolls will allow you to transform into some sort of beast that has invincibility for a short while. It really sucks that the enemies can throw spears like over high walls and still nail you. That's really kind of stupid. Something else that kind of sucks is, and there I turned into a white tiger. We'll see the special attacks and special moves and whatnot from the other characters in a little bit. We're just going to try to finish off this one play from this character, Joe Tiger, and this is a sumo boss. And like I said, you only get 1 life. I'm not going to continue here. You don't get to continue your score from that 1 life. Put in my initials. So if you continue, you got to start back at score 0. I think you can get 1 extra life at like 500,000 points, and that's it. That's the only way to get an actual life. And it shows your lives remaining meter at 1, but that's the only one you've got. And now we're gonna play a little bit as Rayar. We'll play more as her later on. And yeah, like I was saying, if you rapid fire the button, the attack button, you might be able to get more shots at once, or they might have a wider range. And with Rayar, if you press down an A, she has this side attack, and you can also charge down and then press up an A, or you can just repeatedly tap A as fast as you can, and you might have an increased amount of shots that you can fire at once. The enemies throwing up when you kill them just cracks me up. I just wanted to show a little bit of each character, and there's her morph attack when she collects 3 scrolls. She turns into a dragon that spins its fiery tail around. And there was I think that was her charge down and then press up. An A attack, or maybe that was her. That's her. Life-draining attack. Each character is pretty cool to use. They each have their strengths and weaknesses. That throwing up sound just cracks me up. If I ever get my NEO GEO cabinet working again, I will definitely think about picking up Ninja Commando. I've got a pretty good library of games. One of my favorites is Waku Waku 7. Also really like Fatal Fury Special, Real Bout Fatal Fury Special. I've always wanted to get Viewpoint, but it was going for way too much on eBay. Sometimes you just have to wait until the gaming conventions come into your town, and there's the scroll attack for Ryu, and hope that you can pay like a few $100 or so for the harder to get games, or the ones that are super expensive on eBay. And here is the fight with Nobunaga Oda. An actual, Japanese historical figure. But yeah, don't forget that you have that charge attack. We're gonna pick up back in ancient Japan against these sumo wrestlers. some of the bosses, it seems like they have an advantage over you as far as the not depth, maybe depth perception. If you're not on the not even close to quite the same plane as them, they might still be able to injure you. It's kind of unfair. There's some spears sticking out of the side to jab you, kind of reminiscent of the game Double Dragon, or maybe Double Dragon 2, where the statues jab you with spears. Yeah, some things can really damage you, especially boss attacks, and wipe out your life bar very, very, very quickly. I don't know what she's supposed to be saying. Tail wall. There'll be sushi and bananas and I think soda that will give you life back. It's kind of similar to Sengoku with the intimidating chanting. Oops. There is the fight with Nobunaga Oda again. I like her sideways attack. He has such a wide range with his sword swipe. Note how giant he is. I have a feeling he was not quite that big in real life. Yeah, we're just gonna do snippets of the rest of the game. We're not gonna do a full playthrough. Hope you have a great upcoming weekend. Like I said, you will not be able to pick up your score as you continue. And like I think it's like 500,000 that you have to get to have an extra life, and you're probably not going to live long enough to get that high a score. You do get your score bumped up to over 500,000 at the very end of the game, which is of course too late to really appreciate your extra life. I love that running dialogue that you see at the bottom. You'll see your character's avatar, and then you'll see the dialogue at the top next to it, and then your life bar. And yes, you do have a certain amount of time you need to beat the game by. And there is one sequence where you get to use a flamethrower on the prehistoric stage. I don't think it appears anywhere else. There'll be some dinosaurs that'll charge at you. But yeah, there's a definite time travel theme in this game. And here's a giant boomerang thrower. This really is one of Alpha Denshi's best titles. A number of games that I didn't realize Alpha Denshi did were some much earlier classics like Crush Roller, or also known as Make Tracks. They also did a cool game called Jump Bug. I wonder if there's been an Alpha Denshi Classics compilation that included those games. That would be pretty neat. I like how the dialogue even shows when you die. It'll say like, I don't want to die. Sometimes your character screams and sometimes they don't. I hate this boss. Getting burninated in this game is a real bummer, because it can really wipe out your energy. this boss in particular, if you try to go up in the corner, in the upper left or right corner, the boss's tail will jab you and hurt you. And you have to get out of the way from him when he charges. Yeah. Getting burned really wipes out your energy bar in this game. It sucks. Here is where her tail wall or whatever attack might really be useful. Yeah. Again, collecting those falling coins, or just the regular coins from killing enemies earlier in the stage, will turn into some nice bonus points at the end of the stage. The bonus points you collect are really quite nice. That will really bump your score up. So the stages that you will play include Egypt, Japan, China, the Primitive Era, World War II Europe, and the final area in which you try to take down the terrorist organization, the Mars Corporation, and their leader, known as Spider, takes the time machine to different periods in history. You have to take your own time machine, which I don't know who created or why you have it, but you have to take that to follow him. And I think he goes back in time to hand special technology that his company created in order to make the bad guys from these time periods stronger. And you have to destroy horses. Oh. My brother who moved to New Jersey has a girlfriend she's a horse rider or trainer. Never really been around horses much. They are beautiful animals. It's kind of a more realistic death scream, perhaps, than in other games. You have to watch out for when enemies in this game charge at you. There are a lot of enemies that like to charge, a lot of boss enemies, or mini-bosses. If there are mini-bosses, they might not have a life bar. But yeah, definitely try not to get burned. There we go. Yeah, some of the coins will be small and some of them will be large. Obviously, the larger ones will give you more points. And at some point there will be another fight with a Nobunaga Oda type of character. I don't know who this is, but they will, once defeated, or once you take off half their energy, then they will turn into a giant dragon that spits fire everywhere. Yeah, I hate getting burned. Burninated again. And I almost had him killed. Now, here we go. And more falling coins. You have defended the history from enemy. Yeah, there's some bad English in this game. Yeah, I think I saw this at there was a nickel arcade for a very short time in my neighborhood, and I remember seeing this there. Here's the World War II area, and you'll see tanks appear on these treads, or on these tracks. Sometimes you'll see enemies and you can't kill them because, like in that sequence there, that's the final boss, and you'll have to face him much later. Yeah, Neo Geo was really starting to come out with more impressive titles at this point. And they, started back in 1990. I mean, Magician Lord was okay, but they would really start to come into their own in a couple years. The first one I'd ever seen on a Neo Geo arcade cabinet was Fatal Fury 1. And now I think this might be the final boss. So I think he's in that tank. Or maybe not. No, not yet. Yeah, this boss is particularly tough. He has projectiles all over the place. You'll see your coin counter below your life bar and to the right. Yeah, if you can survive long enough to make it through a couple of stages, then yeah, you could probably be able to reach that 500,000 mark and get yourself an extra life. But that's pretty hard to obtain, really. This has a shameless earlier boss series of battles coming up, like a number of games had done prior to this. Bosses that you've defeated prior, you will have to face again. And we're going to have two players simultaneous play. We'll have a couple of Joe Tigers. At a couple points, I put in infinite energy. Not on my initial gameplay, but I think I did that here. Or maybe it was invincibility. I think even with that cheat, when you use the special attack or the magic attack that drains your life, it does actually drain your life, so the cheat doesn't entirely work. Sorry, kiddies. Yeah, remember this boss, don't you? It's a Tutankhamun with snake hands. And this time we've got Rayar. What a stupid name. But yeah, Joe Tiger is a U.S. descendant of the Koga Ryu ninja clan. And he throws kunai, or daggers. Ryu Eagle is a Japanese descendant of Fuma, who is in World Heroes, another Neo Geo game by Alpha Denshi. And he throws fireballs. And Rayar Dragon is a British practitioner of Iga Ryu ninjutsu, and she shoots bow and flame arrows. Once again, almost killed him, but he got me. It makes me nervous. I do like that running dialogue. I think it's funny. And this pain in the ass again. And this time he's got cavemen coming after you while you're fighting him. Yeah, again, if you try to go in the upper left or upper right, he's got a tail that jabs you. Yep. Let's go forward to me beating him. Yeah, you'll sometimes need to blow up doors. So if you go upwards and the screen just kind of stops, you probably have a door you have to blow open. But yeah, remember, if you want to fire to your left or right, you have to use the dodge button, and then you'll fire in the opposite direction of your dodge. This is the final boss here, I believe. You have to destroy these cannons on the boss, as well as these hands that try to reach for you. You'll see your character glow if you hold back for one of your special attacks moves. And then you've got to press upwards and A to complete the attack. You have defended the history from enemy. All base are belong to us. Well, that is Ninja Commando. Again, I hope that you have a great upcoming weekend. And if you are a NEO GEO fan, I hope you've heard of this one, because it is a blast. Just try not to get burned, because that will eradicate your life bar super quick. That is, again, Ninja Commando, created by Alpha Denshi and SNK for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet. I'm looking forward to doing my second time capsule of 1992. Where were you? What were you doing in 1992? Or were you even born yet? Leave comments about your memories of 1992 if you like, or memories of this game, or whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. It's a good music, good action. Some little things I'm not crazy about, but definitely a solid entry for the NEO GEO. Yeah, I would recommend never stop firing. Definitely take out everything that you can destroy and hope that you get some food back from it. The bosses are definitely a lot more tough to deal with than the regular enemies. And we'll put in our initials. Or initials for Player 1 and Player 2. But that was the very cool Ninja Commando. Yeah, sometimes you get a little bit of advice, or they'll tell you about a move you can make. Kind of nice. But that was the game Ninja Commando.
Ninja
Commando! Well, I thank you very much for watching. This was Ninja Commando game number 13 in our 20 from 1992 series, and I hope you join me soon for game number 12. See you then, folks. Bye bye.
Feel this way.